Hey humans, welcome back to otro videito más. Today we're going to be talking about the original XF 35mm F1.4R. Let's get to it. The one question I had when I was looking at this lens was, what does the R mean? If you search this lens online, as you see here, it has an R at the end, and I just didn't know what it was. Well, the R means that this lens has an aperture ring. That's it. It has an aperture ring. Now, some newer lenses have WR, which stands for weather resistant. Now, this lens is not weather sealed, which is sad. I just wish they would do the exact same lens without any optical improvements, but with the weather sealing. And I say this because this is the original, the OG 35. And its optical quality and design is what gives this lens its character, which is exactly the thing I like the most about this lens. And just so everyone's aware, this lens goes for $599.99, aka $600, which is not terrible for a 1.4 that gives you character. Come on, come on, come on. This lens is not a clinically perfect lens, but it is sharp where it counts. It has 8 elements in 6 groups, which also includes 1 spherical element. And in case you were wondering, the spherical element is used primarily to optimize light transmission and correct distortion that normally occurs on those spherical lenses, aka less distortion, which is important. It also has 7 aperture blades, which is not that impressive. It has a minimum aperture of f/16 and a max of f1.4, which is amazing for portraits like this one, and this one, and this one. Now, when it comes to the minimum focusing distance, it's a bit less than a foot, 11.024 inches to be exact, which is not as great when compared to the Fuji 30mm f2.8, which is 3.94 inches. But this lens was made for macro, so it makes sense. Here's a look of the kind of macro shots you can expect from this lens. Now, I know it's nothing out of this world, but again, it's not made for this particular task. Now, this lens weighs 187 grams, or a little under half a pound, which makes this super light lens. But let's be real, almost all Fuji lenses are mega light. This one right here happens to be the 5th lightest prime lens Fuji has to offer. The lightest being the 27mm f2.8 at 78 grams. I mean, paper, just freaking paper. That lens is for another video because I do have it and I will review it. And one last thing when it comes to specs is the filter thread size, which is 52mm. So if you happen to have the 18mm f2 like I do, then you'll be able to use all of your filters, which is pretty nice to say the least. Now that's it for the specs, but what else do you want to know?
Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want?
You can definitely let me know in the comments below. What things would you like me to talk about?
What do you want?
When it comes to lens reviews, or ask me anything. Some people don't want too much specs, they just want opinions. Other people want a lot of specs and no opinions.
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
So let me know what you guys want, what my audience wants. I think it's 96 at the moment.
God damn it, what do you want?
And then I'll just add it. Now, I'm going to show you a few more of examples of this lens and why I like it so much. Disclaimer, there's gonna be a lot of dogs because I use this lens and this camera to shoot dogs, to photo shoot dogs. So yeah, let's go see him real quick. Main thing is the character that comes across on each frame taken with this lens. Truly shows the craftsmanship of these XF lenses from Fuji. I know people want sharp corner to corner, and to be fair, Fuji's newest lenses offer this, but so does all the Sony glass I already own. Now, the reason for getting Fuji is to experience the beauty of imperfections, because perfect is sometimes a boring thing to look at. Time has shown us that character lasts for ages, admired and enjoyed by many, and character evokes an emotion, a feeling to the person gazing. Wow, that was kind of poetic. But so is this lens. Unfortunately, I won't be keeping it. I am returning this lens because I definitely overstepped. Now, if you've been watching before, you know I bought the XC30, and the main reason for buying the XC30 was to just have one personal camera to take with me everywhere with one lens, emphasis on the one lens. This means no switching lenses around and no missed shots. Even though I love this lens because of the character it brings to the table, it's just not wide enough being a 56mm equivalent. Now, to me, the everyday should be captured in all of its glory, and the Fuji 18mm f2 does just that. Acting like a 28mm equivalent in full frame, I think it's the perfect everyday lens. I will end up buying this lens at some point in the future, since Fuji hasn't given like any indication of discontinuing it, but I will get this lens as soon as they release the X Pro 4. Cross my fingers, which I really hope Fuji will release in 2024 or 2023 if you want. I mean, I'm down for either. Since I have the XC30 with the 18mm f2 and the XC4 with the 27 f2.8, the long-term plan is to own the X Pro 4 if it ever comes out with the 35 f1.4, and then own the X106. Yes, you heard me right, the X106, because that will come out. I know it. I know it. And since that one has that integrated 23 f2, I can sell the 27 f2.8 and buy the 56 f1.2 for the XE4, and that would cover pretty much everything. Since all these cameras are small, I'd much rather change cameras than change lenses, because let's be honest, changing cameras is a lot quicker and less of a chance of damaging that beautiful X-strand sensor that's inside. I think it would be more fun to switch cameras because each focal range or each focal length has a different vibe to it, and so you can customize each camera to enhance that vibe, and then you don't have to switch settings around. And now that you know what my plan is, if you wish to see these reviews and news / rumors of the X Pro 4 and the X106, which will come out among others, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get all the notifications. I do post every Monday at 8 a.m. sharp. Probably post on Sundays at 8 a.m. sharp, because on Sundays, people don't really do anything. I don't know, I'll think about it. Also, I want to remind y'all that the giveaway for a cage kit is still going on. The goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, so if you haven't yet, please join in and subscribe for a chance to win it. The cage kit will depend on what camera the winner has. I may even go as far as asking the winner which cage kit they would like most. This being my first giveaway, I'm willing to make it personal in a good way. For the summary of this video, if you want perfectly sharp corner-to-corner pictures, don't get this lens. But if what you want is a lens that will show character, that will evoke emotion, and that will capture beauty. Choose this lens because it does just that and more. No, but seriously, choose this lens if you want character because it's so unique. Truly a fantastic lens. Lightweight, kind of versatile, but still not wide enough for me. I just need wider. Too tight for me, for now, because I don't want to change lenses. Thank you again for all of your support and for staying till the end. And yeah, I guess that's it for today. Thanks for watching y hasta la próxima.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.